Now we have another big name with me today, Dr. Hetan Shah. She is a interventional cardiologist, professor, Department of Cardiology at KEM Hospital, Mumbai. Welcome you, ma'am, to WCC 2023. Kindly tell us about your experience, first experience of this conference.
Thank you very much. It was really a great pleasure to be a part of WCC. Since the beginning, I would like to say the first meeting was held at Bangalore, and then and this meeting after the COVID session, it has a really very good challenge to gather all the females of subspecialty and to have a experience based knowledge sharing on this platform. And really we had live sessions, and all the topics, they are very important, and it gives us a lot of insight into our subject.
Okay. Just now you had a presentation on bifurcation stenting. Can you briefly tell about your presentation?
Yeah. In coronary, whenever we are addressing any coronary lesion, the bifurcation means the lesion into the proximal and the side branch vessels of more than 50%. So it comes into the complex coronary lesion category, and it accounts almost 15 to 20% of the coronary lesion. So every operator should be wiser about addressing those lesions. Sometimes side branch looks insignificant, but while you are addressing the proximal vessels, the main vessels, and you may compromise the side branch flow, or you may land up into the dissections, and there is evidence of residual ischemia, then you land up into jump over is almost 20 to 50% in a patient with a provisional stenting. So every operator, I would like to say that it should be wiser with when to use upfront two-stent technique.
Okay. So you emphasized on the two-stent technique, and what else we can have? Like, what are the other alternatives?
Yeah, the two-stent technique is like whenever you are having a bifurcation lesion, the true bifurcations lesions, then there is a Medina classifications. And if you are planning, so if you are having a meticulous planning and selecting the stent hardwares and procedural steps, then the success rate is higher. And if you are using upfront two-stent technique, not only the technique, but you have to take a help of the imaging, the OCT and the IVAS for better, not only the, selecting the stent size, but better opposition of the stents. There is a less of carinal or plug shift you have to reassure at the end of the procedure, and that gives a better success rate.
Okay, and how challenging is it?
Yeah, because to cross the jail side branch, and to sometimes the angulation is less, the lesion is calcified, and there is a tortuosity, and the operator has to be much wiser about giving the shape of the wire, having a meticulous planning when to use debulking devices, when to use the imaging technique, and the selections of the guide wire and the catheters. Because if you are using the debulking strategy, and then you have to upsize your sheet size or the guide catheter sizes about the 7 French and all. So you land up into having a more comfort zone, and you can use the technique at ease.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about your experience of the bifurcation stenting.
Yeah, at KEM we are almost doing 7 to 8 angioplasty a day. We have a 24/7 primary angioplasty program, and so we land up, I said the incidence is 15 to 20%. So we are doing almost in a week around 10 to 15 cases of bifurcation lesion.
Okay, so such a quite high volume.
High volume.
It's not an easy like simple coronaries and you go for the easy PCI. Okay, and ma'am, one more thing is like, because you have seen the this evolution of the WINCAS as a female cardiological society, and now we have collaboration with the international people also, international faculties, and now we have made a name in the WINCAS on the international platform. So what is your message for the future, like what else can be done so as to have more and more feathers in its cap?
I must appreciate Jyotsna madam for her vision and her dedications to gather the female subspecialty group and achieve a big success and convey the message across the country also.
Yeah.
And we are now, our voice is audible and we are interacting with the international fellows and the colleagues. So I must wish her I must congratulate her for her real dedications and constant encouragement. And I would wish, like in the next future, we should help the female young fellows for having a much training program, because
Yeah.
sometimes that should be some Indian data how the females being treated into the each state for giving the work and having a independent equal sharing the independent responsibility with the male coming, because cardiology is a male dominated field.
Yeah.
And then now all females are coming up, but we should train and we should help our female colleagues, and that such conference should have some kind of a stimulator, so we can have some workshop or a training, so we can not only the discussion, we can have some hands-on experience for our better future. And each participant should not only mentally prepared but also physically and aware about having some hands-on experience about how to use hardware and how to manipulate the wires and the balloons across the complex scenario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think it's the peer networking which
Yeah.
is quite important.
Yeah.
Because you are doing something great in your field. If you are not doing it peer working, and
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
are not showing it to the world, then it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
give that much
That-
voice.
that-
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was such a pleasure listening to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.